Previously on RobTroid.
Well, it's not that I don't want to be reintegrated, I just feel like I've already paid my penance.
We've drafted up a new correctional plan. You have 3 days to complete the test or we revoke your integration paperwork.
And if I refuse?
This is non-negotiable, Fenise.
Why did it take me close to a decade to beat any of these games? 'Cause they're hard as all shit!
I told you, if you didn't stop saying Sue Ellen, I was going to destroy you, and I did.
I'm gonna go masturbate! Alright, today, it's Donkey Kong Country 2. First, a little background.
It is year 20X5, history of the cosmos. Oh wait, that's Metroid. In the year 2148, explorers on Mars discovered the remains of an ancient spacefaring civilization. Oh wait, that's Mass Effect. One day, Donkey Kong was chilling on the beach enjoying a banana milkshake.
Whoa. Talking about banana milkshakes just got me thinking about food again. I just had breakfast 5 minutes ago, but I'm still hungry. In another hour and 55 minutes, I get to have a small protein bar. And then after that, a bigger protein bar. And then 2 hours after that, a smaller protein bar. Until the day I die.
Donkey Kong is kidnapped by King K. Rool, now demoted to Captain K. Rool, so Diddy and Dixie go looking for him. Also, took me close to a decade to learn this, Dixie is not Diddy's girlfriend, but she's actually Donkey's girlfriend. So that just begs the question, is this game about the journey and trials of a friendship to see how far you'll go for someone you love? Or is it a love triangle between three apes? This was all explained in the instruction booklet. I've kidnapped that lumbering fool Donkey Kong and you will never see him again. Har 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 har, Captain K. Rool. Okay, I'll give this game the benefit of the doubt, even though I've already played it before. All I'm going to say is that this game is the best in the series. It's the best, but it's not my favorite.
But Chip, how can you say that something is the best in your opinion and have it not be your favorite at the same time? That doesn't make any sense. Well, it does actually. I'm able to recognize when something is genuinely brilliant and stands up against similar media, but that doesn't mean I have to adore it. For example, Rocky 1 is the best Rocky movie, but Rocky 4 is my favorite. Same with Jaws.
This is one of those games that my siblings and I always played at our mom's dance studio after the clients had left.
Whoa, I just had a flashback to before my sister turned evil and had me kidnapped. We kinda got along, didn't we? Yeah, almost makes me feel bad for killing her in that explosion.
Well?
He bypassed the lockout chip, but the EDE is still in working order.
And his health?
Malnourished, showing early signs of anorexia, psychological evaluation to follow.
And you gave him the assignment?
Yes.
Good. The first world's a breeze and offers some decent variety. You can climb on ropes and you can jump around on snakes. And if you're really good, like me, you'll get hit immediately and lose the snake. Yay. If a game is hard, it's hard. Through trial and error, we can hope to overcome this and feel satisfied when the time finally comes when we beat the game.
Alright. I didn't want to talk about this.
No, it'll be good for you to get it off your chest.
It's just, I've poured my heart and soul into these videos, and I think people are starting to get turned off by the plot and character arc.
Chip, it's just a game.
Alright, I'll do it.
So when I say that I have a love-hate relationship with this game, what I mean is that this game has everything going for it. The atmosphere, the graphics, the music. Oh, good God, the music. Challenge can be frustrating at times, yeah, a lot of the time, but challenge is one thing. But when you make a game overtly challenging and make it so you have to complete the game 100% in order to get what's considered a real ending, I'm sorry, that's just sick.
This is sick. It's a sick thing to do. This game is so fucking hard. And you're telling me that's not enough? Who do you think you are, Rare? You might as well just come to where I live and then demand that I clean the place and then do a white glove test. And then show me what a shitty fucking job I've done.
There are games like Metroid or Legend of Zelda, and yeah, I know I talk about Metroid a lot, but fuck you, I'm talking about it again. In games like Metroid Prime, where you have to get 100% of the collectibles for the best ending, there's a purpose other than just a prize at the end. As you collect more, your abilities grow and improve. It gives you a better chance of defeating the ending boss, which you'll need all your wits and ammo to help you through. Not only that, but Metroid and Zelda are big adventure games with a fairly open world to explore. If you miss a pickup at a certain region, you can just get it next time you're through or go back and grab it. In Donkey Kong Country, you have to go back to the level, keep both Kongs alive, find the damn barrel, beat the minigame in the barrel, and beat the level that's already extremely hard and long.
Penis joke.
As early as the second world, the shit starts to hit the fan. The levels get longer, and way more complex. You got shit flying at you from all directions. If you fuck up, well, tough fucking shit, you gotta do the whole level over again. Yeah, you get checkpoints, but keep in mind that the checkpoints are placed halfway through the level, and the second half is usually twice as hard as the first.
Holy shit, look at this! I've been playing games my whole life, and this is one of those games that I grew up on. I know I don't suck at video games. I like to think I'm pretty good at video games, but this is just too much.
The area bosses are really fucking easy, but the final boss is harder than shit, but I'm gonna get to that later.
King Zing Sting isn't even a bad guy. The Kongs just invade his nest against his wills, and so he defends it. The Kongs are bullying up on these helpless little bees and fucking up the ecosystem of the island.
Oh, I'm in a swamp. Look, it's a clever idea. I think it's really cool that they made a swamp biome with a crashed pirate ship. Immediately, it conjures up images of pirates and smugglers hiding out in the swamps of Louisiana.
What's that? Another water level? Well, that's great, because this time I can't say anything!
Fuck. What's the point? No, seriously, what's the point? Nobody watches these videos. I'm not entertaining anyone but myself. It's me against the world. All I ever wanted to do was to make people happy. You know, give them something to smile about as they boldly rush towards the unknown. The sad realization that all of our lives are just preparing us to work for 30 years. I'm a responsible kid. I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't take drugs, I don't illegally download music, so why am I the abnormal one? What did I do wrong to earn me such hate from the YouTube and social network community? All I want to be is recognized for my talents.
I can't do it. No, I just can't. I can see now why they thought this would be good punishment for me. They're trying to break me. You think you can break me? You can't break me. I scored a 1600 on my SAT. Skip the math portion. I need to be alone for a while!
It's all coming back to me now. The unfair difficulty, the focus on collecting pointless items that only serve to get a better ending. It's almost like these games were designed with the express intent of causing pain. Federation law should deem this as cruel and unusual punishment, so why subject a minor to this? How does Geneva fit in? It's almost as if they're operating outside the confines of Federation law, some sort of black operation. Facade was given as a test to see if I was ready for reintegration, but this game's purpose is just to kill me. Beth.
Eve! It all makes sense now! It's Beth! Beth's tying the strings of the judge. She's in cahoots with the Federation.
Yes, and?
You knew? Well, of course you knew. Why wouldn't you, you know? I thought we were close, Eve. I thought our relationship meant something. I thought we were through keeping secrets. I thought that we were something special.
You tried to kill me!
And you tried to kill me. You see, we're the perfect match. You know, I don't even want to do it anymore.
You have to do it.
The goal was to see if I could beat it, and I can't. So, there you go.
Just try.
Alright, I'll give it one more try.
This game just doesn't let up. Each subsequent area of the island is harder than the last. There's a minecart level that's actually a roller coaster level, a whole series of levels that take place in a beehive. Actually, to be fair, that's a really clever idea. I like how you can see the bee larva in the foreground. Good God, just look at this world, the fog, the ambiance, the music. It keeps you on your toes, you appreciate the immersive environments, but then it just kicks the shit out of you. It's like a kick in the balls from a beautiful woman. AKA my prom.
Look, I know I've said this before, and I'll say it again because I can't stress this point enough. This is not a bad game by any stretch of the imagination, but it is an extremely frustrating one, and the difficulty isn't even the main problem. It's the collectibles.
To work your ass off towards something is challenge enough, but to force you to collect everything in order to get a proper ending is insult to injury. It invalidates the experience of the player. It says that you're not experiencing it the right way because you don't want to go the extra mile. Never mind that you enjoyed this game for its atmosphere and challenge, you didn't get all the hidden shit throughout the game. This is like being the only sober person having fun. AKA the prom.
Oh, but you ain't seen nothing yet. If you thought the fourth world was hard, then the last world is like a raging fucking boner that won't go away because there's this skank at the club just grinding the shit out of it. It's so hard it could cut glass. You could use it to steal the Mona Lisa. And you're there and you're like, hey girl, you wanna, you know, help me out with this a little bit? And she doesn't listen. A, because the beats at the club are so loud that she can't hear you. You have to yell to get heard. And B, because you're a fucking fat ass and you know that you don't have any chance of sleeping with this bro. Call me, Sarah.
There's a level where the floor is constantly moving up and you have to rush not to get crushed by the ceiling, all while avoiding enemies and obstacles. Oh yeah, and the fucking collectibles! And then there's probably one of the most frustrating levels in video game history, which just so happens to have one of the most beautiful musical pieces in the game series. I'm talking, of course, about Bramble Scramble. It was Bramble Scramble, right? This level is so fucking long. You could watch all 3 Godfather movies in the time it takes to beat this level. You could do your taxes in this time. You could raise 3 children to adulthood in this time. Oh, I know I'm exaggerating, but I'm not. If you include the amount of times you'll die while playing this level, yeah, it's gonna take a fucking long time. But at the same time, these levels are just beautiful. The idea of a giant bush somewhere in the sky. No one can go in and no one can come out.
And then what happens? Just guess what happens when you're through with all this shit. You fight the ending boss, right?
Captain K. Rool is impossible. He has multiple phases to his attacks, some of which are nearly impossible to dodge.
Okay, I got another story for you. So when I was 13, there was this girl in my school that we hung out like every day one summer. And the last time before school started up again in the summer, we're playing Donkey Kong Country 2. And we got all the way to K. Rool and we tried forever to try to beat him. And then eventually she said, if you beat K. Rool, I'll let you touch my boobs. I hunkered down. I learned everything there was to know about K. Rool. I memorized his attack patterns. I went to Swanky's and I loaded up on 1UP so I could make sure that I didn't get a game over. And I got everything memorized. And then you know what happened? My mom knocks on the door to her parents' house. She drives me home, and then the next week when school started up again, Jane's family moved to California and I never got to touch her boobies. So here I am, 4 years later, beating K. Rool all in vain. Why is it all in vain? For starters, I don't have any underage skanks. I mean, 18-year-old skanks to fondle. Secondly, none of it matters because I didn't get all the goddamn collectibles!
That's right. Once you beat the game, if you didn't get all of the DK coins and beat all the levels in the secret world, which you need to collect all the Krem coins for, by the way, the ending you get is basically just, good job, you fat lazy bastard. You beat the game with the minimum requirements, so here's the minimum ending. Too bad you didn't get all the extra shit. Fuck you, Cranky. Fuck you, Wrinkly. Fuck you, Swanky. Fuck you, Actually, you're still pretty alright, Funky. Fuck you, Diddy. Fuck you, Dixie. And fuck you, Donkey. You know what? I won't give you the satisfaction. I won't give you the knowledge that you bested me. I quit!
You know what the worst part is? I still have one more game to go in this series, and I know what's gonna happen. I know. It's gonna be me working my ass off on all the levels, only to get blue balled. So what's the point? I'll tell you what the point is. It's my goddamn sister. She knows that shitty games have an adverse effect on my nervous system because she designed that. So she also underestimated my threshold for pain because I spent the bulk of my life getting rejected by girls I had crushes on. So ho ho ho, I think I can handle a little bit of emotional trauma. And you know what they're gonna say? They're gonna say, oh, it was uninspired. Oh, the lighting wasn't good enough. Oh, I couldn't hear Eve's voice in some parts. But are they going to put that in the comments? Oh no, they're gonna say it to me directly and take my already crushingly low self-esteem to a new point of bedrock instead of putting it in the comment box where others can see it. At least then it would look good for my
He could not complete the game. Kill him.
Affirmative.